All right. So we can just start anytime, right?
Are you recording now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They can cut out all the nonsense that we do in the beginning.
But that's the fun part.
Yeah. Well, there's some he's going to have to cut out of there.
So I just want to say I chose the green screen room today and then decided to wear a green dress. So I'm really not sure how that's going to turn out in the end. I did tell him he can match the background with me. I'm fine with that. Whatever. But it's not his fault if it comes out that way. It's mine because I wear the green dress today.
Yeah. Why'd you do that?
You know what? Because I don't know anything about technology.
Listen, she complained so much last week that she didn't like us sitting across from each other. Now we change it. And what does she do? She wears a green dress. So next week, these poor guys are going to get complained to about having a green background, I'm sure.
Who complained? It wasn't me. I had several people come to me and complain and say they didn't like the format that we did last week. So
I liked the format. She couldn't hit me in the arm anymore, and that's good. Now here we are. Now I'm subject to abuse again.
Oh, it's so sad.
Welcome to the show, everybody.
So sad.
Don't. I'm going to get coronavirus.
So what's our show about today?
The show about today is, you know what? We have to retouch on something we talked about a little bit a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
It's been a hot point of, arguing? No, yeah.
And as you saw over the last couple of days, there was a lot of talk on the Facebook group about this.
Yes, I agree. So we decided to
That's a joke, like I'm going to talk about the other thing.
Oh, yeah, no, we're not talking about
we're not touching that one today.
Not with the 10-foot pole.
No. Why does everyone say that? There's no two. I've never seen a 10-foot pole just laying around somewhere.
I said that saying correctly.
Yeah, you did say a saying. And you know what? Good for you. All right. That's good. Nicole always gets sayings wrong. She finally got one right. So let's not gonna.
Got to celebrate the wins during Corona.
Yep. Okay. Well, our show today is about the statuses, the new status change that just took effect last month. There's still some confusion over it based on what I see.
And, Craig's writing this show, and I'm like, no, it needs to be black and white. It's this or this. And he's still writing the show like other things. So we're going to argue about this, I think.
It is not black and white. It's not that simple.
But it kind of is.
It's not.
It is.
That sounds like we're ready for number 5.
It does.
Well, we're not doing 5s this time. I only wrote 4 things down.
Yep.
So number 5. Number 4. So, guys, here's a big tip, first of all. The status is no longer attached to the transaction. So if you're like before, we accept an offer that, let's say our normal transaction, I wouldn't say normal, the most common would be someone gets an offer accepted, they're going to do an inspection, then they're going to close in the house, right? I would say that's the normal or the most common.
And then pending and then, Mm-hmm.
So before our statuses, we would mark that as soon as we got the earnest money, accepted offer, it goes from active to contingent-SI, which meant subject to inspection.
Yep.
Okay. Now that scenario is gone, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry. Then they would do the inspection. You would agree on the inspection terms. Then that would go to pending.
Yep.
Okay. Now it's just not attached to it anymore. Now it's very simple. Basically you have active would be your normal active listings, like anything else just went on the market. You're active. You're going to be active for at least a couple hours, right?
Right. 30 minutes maybe.
Yeah, 30 minutes maybe in this market. All right, good times. Active under contract only means your seller still wants it marked active for backup offers.
Yeah,
right?
And I think to Craig's point now that because he wouldn't explain the status is not attached to the transaction.
Didn't think I needed to.
Well, now that he explained it a little bit more, I understand where he's coming from. I think we're all stuck on, all right, it's active, it's pending, it's this, it's that with the transaction, and it's no longer the piece of the transaction you're in. It's what the seller wants to do. Either active, does the seller want to show it or not? If they don't want to show it for backup offers, it goes to pending. If they do want to show it for backup offers, it stays active under contract. And that is it. The big thing that you and I talked about, though, was the notes box, which I don't even think I realized when I updated my listing.
You don't do your own status changes. We both know better than that.
Sometimes. But anyway,
yeah,
I
like
didn't
before
notice
she
the
had
box.
7 assistants. Yeah, way back then, yeah, she might have.
I didn't notice the box where you have to put in notes. Guys, you got to put in notes. This is why everybody's getting so frustrated is if you are active under contract, is it a firm offer? Is it a for sale? Like, what is going on, right? You have to let the other realtors know communication.
Realtors know. It's called communication, whatever. And I think
our job 100% normally is communication, but I think we tend to not communicate with each other like we do with our clients. And we're going to have to with these statuses. We have to.
Yeah, I mean, I think these are easy. I think they're very clear and clean statuses now.
I agree.
I think there's always growing pains when you change something that we've been doing for a long time because it's so weird. We say we like change, but we really don't like change.
Oh, realtors hate change.
Yeah, they hate it.
Yeah,
we changed the coffee one time at a previous company, and that created like blowback, you know?
No.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, so it's, nobody likes change. They don't like to deal with it. But honestly, we had this talk a few weeks ago on the show. It's technology. It is what it is. Everything changes in real estate, and sometimes it seems like it's every day.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, this change a lot of people don't like, but it's not going to go back. So you have to figure out how to work with it.
But you guys don't even have to worry. I know we're talking to the wrong people because these people are watching us every week. Don't worry.
That's true.
You got us. If you have any questions, you could submit them on our comments. We read all the comments. I make Nicole answer all the comments, so.
He wasn't there
Any
Friday.
negative comments that come in for me, though, you can just email them to whocares@gmail.com. And
they will definitely get
we will
returned.
look at those. Mm-hmm. Those are only for complaints against Craig.
Yes.
So anyway, we'll take all those.
There's never complaints against me. That's why we don't need that email from me.
The girl wearing whatever's in the background today.
Dude, yes. I can't wait to see
you guys should
if
see
it's
this.
like a gray brick
We've got a
pattern.
green screen. I don't know what these guys are doing with the green screen right this moment, but Nicole's probably going to be wearing the green screen. That's kind of funny.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I like it.
Whether it be like
I like
wooden
it.
slats, I don't know, something to make us look cool. It'll just be on a dress, and I'll just be a head floating here. It'll be fine.
I'm a
It'll be fine.
professional.
It'll be fine.
I dressed accordingly so I would show up correctly on the screen, but whatever.
Really? Wait, do you have jeans on right now?
What? Yeah, of course I do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Nice pair of jeans.
We gotta
nice
argue
belt.
over that, too.
Nice shoes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did that.
Yeah.
I wore that today. I dressed myself.
Ooh.
Yeah. My mom's down in Kentucky, so I had to get my own clothes.
She didn't lay her clothes out for the week?
No, she's been real bad at that. I think it's been the last 40 years she hasn't laid anything out. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
You have to be an adult on your own?
Yeah, I know. Lame.
Do we have anything else to talk about with the show?
Yeah, because here's the thing. We have a little bit. Okay, so actives. What else would be an example of something that would be still active but might have a contract attached to it?
See, and this is where we disagree. I don't want to recategorize our old stuff into this because I just think we
hold
need
on.
to learn the new definition.
But the form, no. Okay. Spoiler, I'll just tell you the answer. The answer is the limited right contingency addendum, which is effectively, or
drop dead.
yeah, the drop dead. I was
Yeah.
going to say affectionately. That's the word I was trying to think of.
Oh, okay.
But it is. We call it the drop dead contingency, but it's the limited right. Those are. It says right in the contract or in the addendum that it's going to continue to be marketed and marked active. So that's what we're going to do.
Yes.
So that would, but that doesn't change. That's always going to be like that.
Nope.
Yeah, because they're not changing the contingency agreement or the addendum. That's
Right.
going to stay like that.
Yep. So it's going to stay active status just like it did before.
Right. But I thought you were saying you didn't want us to bring up old stuff, but that's not old. I mean, that's always going to be there.
Yeah.
But here's what might be different now: your first right contingency, and let's say you have a first right contingency accepted, that where it says you cannot accept another first right contingency.
Yep.
So that's going to be active under contract, and please use the notes section. It clarifies everything.
And this is not true. The next one is not true.
Yeah, it would be if
It would not if the seller wanted to show it.
right. But here's the thing: let's say you're a buyer's agent, or you're working with a buyer. Do you want to show a contingent subject to inspection that's, on something that was on the market an hour, and
Yes.
you do? Well, if your buyer wants to see it, I guess I would accept that as the correct answer.
Thank you.
So I'll pretend that's how
I'll
you meant
allow
it.
it because I'm the judge of the Nicole and Craig show.
Oh, thank you.
Whatever.
Thank you. You guys all heard that. Hey,
No.
that's a verbal agreement. I
No,
accept
it's not.
that.
There's no verbal.
There it is.
There's no verbal contracts in Indiana. We both know this.
Oh, you are so wrong. There's no verbal contracts that are binding in real estate.
True.
That's it. This is not.
That's all that counts.
This isn't.
This is a real estate show.
That's not the way it works, Hanson. That's not the way it works.
Ooh, crap.
Now you're wrecking their studio?
I am.
Jiminy Christmas.
That's because I'm short.
Sorry, guys. Anyway, so if your seller wants it, but here's the thing. That's where I think the confusion lies is some buyers' agents don't want to show something if their buyer really has no shot at it. And if it's subject to inspection, something that was on the market for an hour, it's very unlikely that the buyer's going to walk based on something. And if it's something big enough, our buyer probably wouldn't want the house either.
See,
Is
and
it
I don't
safe
agree
to
with
say
that. I would say
When's the last time you showed a contingent-SI property?
contingent SI?
Yeah.
We don't have that status anymore, so we're not
I
talking
understand.
about that.
I'm just, well, no, when's the last time you showed one like that?
You don't show contingent SI, you showed contingent PS back in the day.
Right. Well, okay.
Thank you.
I can
And
agree
yes,
with that.
I did
can
show
agree with
contingent
that.
PS.
Did you show it without contacting the listing agent first?
If they didn't put in the notes what type of offer they had, then yes, I would contact the listing
Gosh, I
agent
hope you
first.
guys following along on the show realize that I'm right, because she should have just realized it right there.
No, that's not true at all.
This is a fun argumentative show.
This is very much.
Yeah, and we're both kind of the same thing, just saying it wrong. Well, one of us is saying it wrong.
Just saying.
Yeah. All right. So what else? Let's land this plane. What do we got?
I think that's about it. And then pending, we talked about that. Pending is just, it goes under contract. Seller doesn't want to show it anymore. That's it. So
Yep.
it goes active to pending to sold.
Now, if your
Hopefully.
seller does want your property to be active under contract so they can still get showings or have a
Backup
potential
offers.
backup offer, do every agent out there
Please,
a favor
please.
and put something in the notes. I have asked the MLS board to make that mandatory, but it's up to the MLS board. So I don't have any, I don't sit in that room anymore, so I don't know what's going to happen with that. But I hope they do, because
You have to put, if you're active under contract, please, please, please put notes in there. And please realize that it's only if your seller still wants to show the home. Like, you shouldn't have people putting showing requests in and they're all getting denied because the seller doesn't want to show the home. That should be pending then
Yeah.
instead. And I think that's where the frustration is lying in Ganire and like the Facebook page where everybody's kind of going back and forth on it is people aren't putting in notes, so agents don't know. And then we're trying to get a hold of the listing agent and going back and forth, and it's wasting a lot of everybody's time. If we just put the notes in there in the first place, what?
keep going. Listen, every time I'm like irritated with you, the comments always backfire on me anyway. So everyone's like, Craig's a jerk, Craig's an idiot, whatever. Whatever.
Thanks, everybody. I love you too.
All right. Are you done? Are you done explaining the heck out of that?
I
what?
guess.
Okay.
Well, I feel like it needs to be explained very thoroughly so that everybody's on the same page.
I think
'Cause we're not
active-
on the same page right now.
Yeah. I think active under, well, we technically are. I mean, we only have
You
one
and
page.
I, yes,
yeah.
but everybody else in our MLS is not.
Well, and if you guys are unsure or something, feel free to leave a comment with us. Talk to your managing broker. As always, these are our opinions,
Yes.
and these are not gospel.
Yes.
Yep.
Managing broker always.
Yep.
So I guess that's it. Let us know what you guys think. We did change the format of the show. We still want your guys' feedback on the show. I know it's totally different from what we have been doing. So if you guys have any comments,
By
good,
totally different, we mean
bad.
better.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's way
Yeah.
better.
A lot better.
The penthouse, as Jeff Lyons says. Thank you very much.
We're not doing shout outs.
We aren't?
No.
Oh,
Are we doing shout outs?
Hi, Brad. I
What's up,
am
Brad,
right now.
Jessica?
Yeah.
And just random names?
Yeah, right. Scott, Jim, Kelly.
Those aren't random names. Those are people we know.
It is.
Well, I guess we know someone with every name. I'm trying to think of a name of someone I don't know. I got nothing.
Who? Oh, Kelly. Kelly Wontorski watches a lot. I was trying to think of Gail.
Oh, yeah,
watches a
Gail.
lot.
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. Let's see, who else?
Kevin Thompson, Craig Pace.
Kevin Thompson. Yeah, every time I make some mistake, Kevin texts me a funny meme with my face
Good job,
and some
Kevin.
kind of photoshopping.
Good job.
Yep. And we got some guests coming up, too, in the near future, right?
Yes.
We might have a builder guest, a builder rep, and what else?
Self-defense. I was really
That was
excited
kind of
about
cool.
that
Yeah,
one.
some guy reached out. They want to talk to us about self-defense. I think that's going to be pretty cool.
Dude, I want to do the class. We want to do the class. I do anyway. Let's see what this paratrooper has. We'll find out.
Yeah.
I think that'd be fun.
What? There's too many jokes I could go with that, but whatever. Whatever.
So, I guess ending
And I'm
the
getting
show
too
is...
old to really like,
Yeah,
like,
you
yeah, he can't take me. And then the guy's going to come in. He's going to be like 9 feet tall, just abs. He can bounce a quarter off it. And I'm like, hey, you're saying you could take me, Craig? I'm like, dang it.
Yes.
I did.
Yes,
but,
I did say
yeah,
it. I didn't mean it.
But it's going to hurt.
Sorry. So anyway, now we have a Spotify. We have an iTunes podcast. I think I'm saying those things right. So we'll be putting that in the comments for you guys to look at, listen to while you're in your cars, going to showings, whatever. And as always, we appreciate you guys watching. Thank you. I think we got over 200 likes in the first week that we created the Facebook show, just for people that are following us and stuff. We do appreciate you guys continually watching and staying with us through this little transition period here.
And if any of you guys get an email from me stating that Don't trying to do a